I left the city, I've been browsing. Treading water that they drowning. I head on the swivel, yeah. It's only really my surroundings. They keep it all the way
Hey everybody, it's AKK's Axe Reviews. We are back in another video, and guys, today is Legacies Season 4, Episode 1 review. We jumped literally... This was just a crazy episode in general. I really liked this episode. Going through this episode, we see... Pretty much we get like a recap of everything that happens. We all know Landon is inside Malivore somewhere, and the whole... we finally got Landon back when, he unmasked himself as a thing, but it wasn't Landon, it's still Malivore. Landon's inside of Malivore. And then we ended off last season with, Cleo getting eaten. And pretty much this episode takes off where, Malivore is in the cage in the Salvatore school. They're all trying to figure out a plan to get her out, to get inspired, to pretty much be able to get her, get her out of there. And also be able to get Landon out of there. They're still looking for Landon. They don't even know if he's still alive. This was just a crazy episode because, they're all making up a plan, but, Hope, she is jumping into things, getting ready to pretty much torture that, so-called Landon, when we know it's Malivore, to get, find out where Cleo is and to find out where Landon is. But, of course, as we all know, guess what happens? She's not able to get into the cell is because of...
A barrier.
Is the barrier from... Who put the barrier up?
Mm-hmm.
Lizzie and all of them put the barrier up. I thought that was so funny that they all knew. Again, we all know how Hope acts when it comes to Landon. She will do anything and everything to put anybody at risk, do anything to save her lover boy. And let me tell you, I thought that was hilarious that they all knew it. And she ends up going in there saying, okay, what's going on? And they're all having a super squad meeting.
If I was Hope, I would do the same exact thing.
Yeah, we know, Annie. We know. Everybody knows you
if
would.
I was that character, I would totally do the same thing.
But I know you would. But all I'm saying is I love how they all knew it. And she's like, oh, you're having a super squad meeting without me? And they're like, oh, yeah, well, we all know how you act when it comes to Landon. She's like, I thought you guys had a little bit more faith in me. And, and they're like, oh, we do, but, we're thinking you should sit this one out because, we need people to stick to the plan. We can't have people going off the rails and screwing up the plan. Initially, that's what happens. It was almost, like she was almost shit out of luck, but, MG pretty much voted her in. And, they're in there and they end up finding Cleo. But, Cleo's a part of this mirage of, she's with her sisters, and, Malivore made the deal with her saying, oh, you can have, happiness in here, but, you need to give me a muse or whatever. You need to get, you need to inspire me. So pretty much, she is, living her best life. She's with her sisters that have died. And, we see, MG and, Hope find, Cleo, and, right away, there goes Hope saying, oh, I can see, you're all happy in here. I can see this, and that. Pretty much screwing up the entire plan, not sticking to the plan, because even MG knew, we have to follow along with this, because I think he even knew MG, this would signal Malivore if they're not careful on, Cleo's happiness right now. So he's trying to, go with it, trying, get away so they could get out of there, but of course, Hope went off script, and she screwed things up. That, Cleo's happiness mirage was put down. They're in the darkness. Next thing you know, freaking, that's when Malivore pops up. And Andy, I can let you go from there, what you liked about this episode. I know you were kind of bored by this episode. I liked this episode. We were very happy to be back doing this, watching this episode and even doing this review. But Annie just was bored. She was on her phone, shockingly. Until Landon popped up, that's when she perked up. And we haven't even got to that yet, but yeah, that's when she jumped up literally. But I was into it. I was like, okay, I'm loving what's going on right now. But what did you like about the episode?
Just a little Landon stuff, really.
Which, that one, the two sequences we got with actual Landon. Which I was shocked we got him in this. I was shocked we finally found him. I was shocked.
He hasn't said very much on Instagram about it. I was on Instagram yesterday. And
as I figured, because he didn't want to give stuff away. That's common. They don't want to give stuff away. Same as how I don't know. Same as how you told me the girl that plays Caroline. She was on live today, and you asked her, tell them about that. That's pretty awesome.
Okay, so I was on my phone when I was waiting for that to come downstairs to watch with me. And Kayla Ewell, who played Vicky in Vampires, and Candace King, who played Caroline, I said to Candace, I'm like, are you gonna be on Legacy? She said maybe.
She actually answered to Annie, which is awesome. That's awesome when actors and actresses do that. I think it's sick.
And there was like 1,002 people on there.
Yeah, that's that. See,
and she
that's sick.
Answered my question because no one else, I guess, no one else watches Legacies that was on the live.
I bet you there probably were, but no one said that question. You wanted to say it because you wanted to know. You were persistent. She was probably waiting for somebody to say something like that. Maybe she is in the season. We don't know. I hope she's in the season at some point.
She said that my actual name, which is, it's not actually it's Angelica. So she's Angelica. Your answer is, it's a good question, but the answer is maybe I will be in Legacies.
Yeah, maybe. We don't know. We don't know.
I wanted to hear
I don't want them to. Like I told you, I don't want them to wait till the last season to do something like that. I want her to come in sooner. I think she's gonna come in probably most likely when like the merge plot line starts happening a little bit more when they get close to that age. I think what happened, which I'm thinking maybe could happen in season maybe like 6. If it goes on to 6, maybe they'll do it around then. I don't know. I don't even know how old they are and so-called in the show right now. They're like 17. So they have a while. So I told Annie this could probably go on as long as Vampire Diaries did, which was what, 8 seasons?
17, 18, yeah.
18. Oh, 18.
They were 17 or 18 because they were 16.
Oh, I don't know if the show's gonna go on that long, but
they were 16 when the first season came out.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know when they're gonna wrap this up, but in general, though, I don't want them waiting that long. Same as how we were talking about Ian Somerhalder and Nina Dobrev, like if they're gonna come in sooner, which I hope so. Because again, Josie, they should have came in last season because Josie was staying with them.
Yeah, I wish that we would have saw Ian Somerhalder. I love Damon.
Yeah, we know. I know. I'm not a Damon person. Let me tell you, I like Stefan a lot better, in my personal opinion. I don't like that whole bad boy thinging. You know what I mean? I just didn't like it. But back to what was going on in this episode. I really enjoyed how when she was going off script and that's when stuff started going sideways. He got Cleo, Malivore, and pretty much put MG and and Hope right into the black abyss. And made them go back to the night where, MG killed Landon and he turned into the Phoenix.
Yeah.
And, Malivore was pretending to be that Landon that, died and came back and pretty much said, I'm gonna give you a deal. It's gonna be, you can go, this path leads to Landon, but you're gonna leave MG here. And that all goes to show back to what the problem was in the beginning of the episode and what happened in last year. That was the big, splitting down the line of the super squad was some people agreed with Hope, some people didn't agree with Hope that was what split the super squad is that, of what, anytime something comes to Landon, she chooses Landon, and that was pretty much what split the super squad and for a little bit, Lizzie didn't like, Hope for what she was trying to do to get Landon back, and and she was on MG's side, and then she went to to Hope's side, and then that's what split. MG wanted to talk to Lizzie and all that stuff. Hope caused all this, all that division in the Super Squad. And what I really liked was they mended those problems in this episode because it was a big problem between Hope and MG. They had that anything when it comes to Landon, you'll do whatever. They had that fight last season, so I really liked how she chose to stay and feed him to keep him alive. She chose him, saying, "I can't believe I'm even thinking of this. You're my friend. I need to do this." And I was really happy about that. They needed to mend those fences of them becoming friends again because that was really sad to see last season. Her do that to MG, and then that division and the squad and everything screwing up, and people leaving, MG leaving the school, all just division, and them not being together. That's pretty much what it came down to it. And even the crazy thing is, even Landon knew. So fake Landon knew, but it was kind of still Landon because Malivore even knows when it comes to him, she'll always choose him. You know what I mean? He even knows it. So I really do love it. It's Hope is I feel like she's almost on the way of maybe. It's not always about Landon. You need to make your own choices. You need to understand that there's only one way this can go. I wanted 2 ways that no one wants this for you, but it's either you become a tribrid or you All right, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
You become a Tribrid fully, or you kill Malivore, but it kills Landon. There's only 2 ways this can go, because again, your blood can kill him, but you kill Landon, or you turn into whatever. But it's like, I guess, but Malivore doesn't want her to do that, become a full Tribrid, because I guess that he's able to die even then. Or is it like she needs to become a full Tribrid to destroy him with the blood, right?
Maybe she's become a full Tribrid to, like, I think she's become a full Tribrid to.
To like destroy him with the blood, or
Yeah.
she's already able to destroy him, right? Or does it have to be a full Tribrid to really activate the blood?
Tribrid, she's the first Tribrid in the entire series.
Okay. So yeah, so there's only one way this can go.
Because her mom was a werewolf, her dad was a hybrid, so.
No, but what I'm not
Her
understanding is,
grandma was a witch.
remember they said that, oh yeah, like she either dies to become stronger to be them, and or like that's what I'm understanding, and or it's like I guess the other way, or is it the other way around? Like it's the other thing too, where I guess, but no one wants that for her. So people think it's easier if you kill Landon inside, you kill the host. So they want to do it that way, so she doesn't have to like I guess become stronger to defeat him. There's only like one way to do it. So I am liking how they're all knowing what they need to do by the end of this, pretty much, Caleb lying and saying, they didn't find Landon in there. Because they end up getting out because of, Lizzie and, Josie, siphoning Finch to get her, her magic, because she's she's magic. Because she's a werewolf and she's supernatural. I did like how, they were kind of like trying to get together, Josie was trying to get Finch to, get Lizzie to like Finch, and even Finch was trying to get Lizzie to like her. So I really did like that moment. I thought that was cool, but I was like, this isn't the right time to be doing this because there's a bigger problem at hand. I'm like, but it's like, It's like also like what I thought was funny is that it was cute that she wanted to have the saying I didn't want I thought I'd bring the the date to you or whatever. So I thought that was cute. I just didn't. I was like, this is not the perfect time to be doing this. I'm like, there's shit going on here. There's like big stuff, and I was like, why did you even hide it from her? She literally just walked into the gymnasium and just found out what you guys are doing. Why'd you lie? Like, you just could have just told her, hey, by the way, the project I'm doing is trying to stop Malivore from destroying pretty much the planet and doing everything like this. You could have just told her that, because she found out on her own anyways. It wasn't even like a big secret. It was in the gymnasium. Could you imagine someone having gym class? Oh, it's a big secret. You're in the gym class. You're in the gymnasium doing it, and people just walk in. No locked doors, no nothing. You could just walk in. She found out easily. So it was kind of like, why did you lie? Why did Josie lie? I never understood that. I was like, that's kind of stupid. Why? She just found out. Like, I didn't understand that. I was like,
I don't know.
I was like, if you want to hide this, go somewhere else. Why are you doing it in the gymnasium? And
I think this is the biggest part of this.
I didn't understand that. I was like, okay.
Everything they basically do in the show is in the gym.
I just thought it was stupid, but at the same time, it was like, okay, I guess. But it was also a bigger secret because she found out the pages from the book were ripped out about, the merge, and that's when we see at the end of this episode, Josie's finally, telling Finch all over, secrets and stuff about the merge, and and everything that what's going to be happening. I might not have a future. This might, this and that, and that's going to be very interesting going forward.
We already know Lizzie's going to kill Josie and the merge because Lizzie's stronger.
I don't know how it can go. I don't even know. I don't even say that because I don't know how it can go. For all we know, maybe neither of them die, and they find a solution.
No, someone has.
You think
to
someone
die.
has to die? You think that someone's gonna die?
It happens.
I'm gonna call it. I could see them figuring it out. Maybe no one dies. I'm call it because let's be real. In Legacies, they claim, oh my god, there's no other way, and then in a later storyline they figure out a way. Hence why Raph is dead. Oh my god, we can't save you. Oh, we can save this person. No, we found this device. Like,
Raph is actually on.
But you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But you see what I'm saying? And I'm not even gonna say one of them are gonna die because they're probably both gonna live down the line. I'm probably gonna call that.
I'm gonna say that Jesse's gonna die because she's not as strong as Lizzie.
Well, who knows? But all I know about this episode, I did like how when they first found, when we first see Landon, he comes in, stops, Caleb from pretty much ripping, Rick's neck off, like, you know what I mean? Like, because we end up finding out that Caleb killed a whole bunch of people in school.
Yeah, and Rick lied about it.
That was cool, finding out more about Caleb's backstory. I really wanted to know more about him and, like, why he got, when he got chosen, how he got found, what happened that made, Rick be able to find him. I did like that we got some. I hope we find out more about Caleb's past. Same with, like, I'd like to find out a little bit more about MG and all that. I want to find out more about their pasts. I think it'd be cool. But literally, I did like how that was, like, he, Rick, I guess, like, he did something to him to make him forget. Because he didn't want him to be, tortured by that. And he's like, maybe it was good that, in a way, like, I didn't know because, like, maybe I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't come here and I didn't know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So everything happens for a reason. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, in a way, he's kind of happy he knows now because he can, he can really learn from that, grow from that. And I feel like even though that he knows more, even more than he knows now, he can control himself more and try to learn how to control himself more. So I'm just excited to see more about where he'll go with that and how that, like, how he will take that grief and, and improve himself. That's going to be interesting to see as well. But when they found, again, when Landon came in and, like, moved, Rick out of the way and, like, let Caleb suck his neck, I was like, oh my God. And then we end up finding out, it's like, you can't kill me in here, whatever. And then it's like, oh, it's me in the flesh. And I love how they're sitting on the bleachers. And he said, so how many of me were there again? And they're like, oh, 3. He's like, Rick's like, it's a long story. I like how even they make jokes on the fact that we've had so many Landons, I can't even keep track.
Yeah, I only perked up with the Landon scenes.
We have so many Landons, I can't even keep track. One moment he's dead, one moment he's alive, one moment he's dead, one moment he's alive, one moment he's trapped, one moment he's not trapped. Dude has crappy luck, I'm telling you right now. I even told Annie, I liked this episode, and I liked how,
It was too slow.
I liked how... I thought it was good for a first episode of season 4. I did like how Cleo touched, Hope's hands and gave her that idea. And pretty much that's what's going to be leading into next week's episode, and probably how to get her out. And hopefully when Landon hopefully gets out of there, maybe, if that's even Landon, survives, which I think he will, I'm thinking that's when Malivore will die if Landon gets out. I think that's what's going to happen. If Landon gets out, I think Malivore's going to die. I don't think he's going to be able to control that body when Landon gets out of that dark realm. Because he'll instantly probably just go back into his body, like, be in control.
Yeah, probably.
That's my theory. Yeah. I don't even know. I mean, that makes logical sense. But I guess but I feel like that kind of takes the weight off. Will, like, Hope make the full sacrifice to become, activate her vampire side to take out Malivore and make that sacrifice to, like, it's kind of like destroying her loved one, like the last person she really loves. I feel like that would really make her character grow more, but I don't know what will happen. I don't know what the writers will do. It's iffy.
Hope's whole family's like that. Her uncles, her aunt, except for Ray.
So it's like a big character development if she does have to make the sacrifice. But I don't want that for her, that she can't have kids and stuff.
All Hope has left is her Aunt Freya and Landon, that's it.
You know what I mean? It's sad because
everybody else is dead.
Because no one wants that for her. She can't grow old. She can't have kids. She can't do anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, she can't grow old. I guess she could have kids still. But she couldn't grow old. She couldn't grow old with Landon, even if she couldn't. That's just sad. It's that one thing that she doesn't want to activate because she doesn't want to live that life. She doesn't want to be eternally there forever.
She's going to be young forever.
She doesn't want that. So it's just, it's like, it would be so sad. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I feel like that's such a big key. Like, you know what I mean? It's such the big storyline right now is that what will she do? What will happen? Landon's kind of making that decision for her, meaning like, I need you to destroy this body so Hope doesn't activate that side. I don't want that for her. She doesn't want it for herself, and I just don't want you to. So it's just it's gonna be interesting. That's why they didn't tell Hope that they found Landon in there. They want to make her just be like, okay, that's it. We gotta take him out. I don't know, but also I'm excited to. I told Annie saying I don't want this Landon storyline to keep going in this season. I want it to at least end maybe in episode 4, if not 3. I don't want this to be another Landon-centric season and Malivore season like we had the other 3 previous seasons being. I don't want that. It's been so focused on Landon and Malivore from day one. He's been like the main focus point of the story on making everything happen. I just don't want it to keep going where we keep getting Landon-centric seasons, it's just freaking frustrating. I just don't like it. I even expressed that last year, or a couple, 3 months ago, I guess, when the season ended of season 3. I just don't want it to keep going. I want them to wrap this up, if not in the 4th episode. I feel like that's some time where they can do it. I just don't want this to be another full season with Landon being the main focus and Malivore. It's got to end at some point. And I want to know what you guys have to say about that, and I want to know what you guys have to say down in the comments below about what you guys thought about this episode. Again, I thought it was a pretty good episode for episode 1 of season 4. I do really feel like they aren't gonna, like, keep pretty much dragging this along, this storyline with Malivore and Landon. I feel like they will end it maybe in season 4, maybe if not 5. Anything past that, that's ridiculous. Like they can't keep going with this. And I'm also excited to see where Lizzie and again Ethan go, because as we know from last season, Ethan asked Lizzie out on a date, but apparently she canceled it. That's what she explained to Josie and Liz, Hope, that she canceled her date and she wants to find love, even though I guess she left it up in the air for MG to get the hint so they can start dating. But MG is focused on himself. He still can't. I feel like he can't get over the fact that what she did to him. How she kind of like betrayed him in a way. So I'm interested to see who will Lizzie be with. I'm still kind of rooting low key for MG and Lizzie. I want to see that so bad. But I understand why MG kind of focusing on himself. But honestly, I like the episode. Annie, I guess, liked the Landon, the main. I guess when we actually saw Landon on the screen. But yeah, I was paying more attention to the episode than Annie was. But I did like the episode. I'm excited to get.
Boring. I'm only impressed that I was happy over Landon.
But I just can't wait to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. Again, we're back, guys, with Legacies. I'm so happy to be back. I'm stoked. I'm excited. But guys, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put in those notifications, like this video. We're almost to 400 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 400 before the end of October, and I'm trying to get to 800 before the end of this year. I know it's a bit, it seems like a hard achievement to do, but I know we can do it. I know that this family can grow on this channel. Again, a little bit about this channel. We spread nothing but love, positivity, and motivation. We do reviews for Legacies. We're going to be doing that every Thursday. And we'll be posting it right after for people that are new to the channel. We do Stargirl reviews on Tuesday. We post it right after. And Riverdale is going to be starting back up soon. It's going to be starting back up
in November sometime.
November, was it 5th?
No, I think it's like 14th.
November, whatever. I don't know. And then All Americans coming back on the 25th of October. And I will be doing episode reviews for that. I think Annie will be joining me for that. I'm not quite sure yet. But guys, that was the video. Again, I think it was a pretty damn good episode of Legacies, and I cannot wait for the next episode next Thursday. But guys, that was the video. We hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.